Hey, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So in this video, we're going to go over some of those weekly reminders, helping you all not miss out on things that are going to be ending or expiring with maintenance. Now, first up, we're going to go ahead and show you all here some dailies. Now, I want to point this out. There's actually currently a daily order. This is a limited time complete daily order task. So you have to actually complete 50 of these to get this. So you want to make sure that you're hitting all your dailies per day to make sure you hit this End Master Cube reward here. You can see that this actually, for doing 50 dailies, will give you an End Master Cube. Now, currently, we actually get 10 dailies a day, so as long as you're logging in and doing all these dailies, you'll be able to get it pretty easy. So the lineup at the Xiandy shop is actually going to be changing pretty soon. So currently you can see that there's an Exchange Christmas 23 seasonal points shop here. This will be going away with maintenance. You won't be able to actually access this one any longer. So you want to make sure you go through here and trade any of your extra points that you had from the Christmas event going on. Make sure that you trade in for your stuff in here. And now of note, I did want to point out there was an End Master Cube inside of this listing here. So I would definitely put that above almost everything else, trying to get a hold of that because that has a lot of value. Now, saying that as well, we're also going to be having the current New Year's event coming to an end. So you can see right now we have the exchange seasonal points for this one, and this will last for another week, but you won't be able to actually accrue these points any longer. So you want to make sure before maintenance hits, you want to make sure that you accrue any points that you need for some of the stuff that's inside of here, because it's going to be your last chance to push for points for all this stuff too. And as well, there's also another End Master Cube inside of this listing here too, so you want to make sure that you try to hit that. Okay, so we have an AC scratch that'll be coming to an end with upcoming maintenance, and that's going to be the Joyful Holidays. Now, if you've been scratching on this, make sure that you use those selector tickets you get from the bonus here to choose whatever prize you want from the prize listing. And it's always a good idea to go through this listing here just to see if there's any of these items in here that you want to wish list or possibly pick up while the price of them's still pretty decent. Usually once these scratches go away, the prices of everything kind of go up quite a bit. Now, I did also want to point out when it comes to the outfits inside of this scratch, if you're curious on what the differences are between all these different variants of these outfits here, some of these all change different parts and colors and everything. Now, my friend Corone, she actually has a video that showcases off all these outfits here and shows you what the differences are between all the outfits, which pieces change color and whatnot. So I'm going to leave a link in the video description below to Corone's YouTube channel for this outfit showcase. That way so y'all can check it out. It's very useful info to help you decide on which one of these outfits you might want to pick up so you don't waste any money. So we do currently have an AC purchase campaign that's going to be coming to an end with the upcoming maintenance as well. So if you need to purchase some AC, currently right now when you do so, you'll actually get a little bit of extra bonuses with it. Unfortunately, this campaign doesn't have anything really spectacular. There's nothing really special here, but if you need AC, you're still gonna get some bonuses anyways, just in case if you need to. So we do have an SG scratch that'll be coming to an end with upcoming maintenance, so that's going to be the Halpha Revival December 23. Now this is actually just a revival SG scratch that has a bunch of returning things that we had from the previously in the past. So a lot of you probably won't actually be too interested in scratching on this, but you could go through the prize listing here just to see if there's anything in here that you really want. So we do have an Arks record ranking this week that's going to be coming to an end. So if you open up your menu and you go to personal and then down to Arks records and then random challenge records, you can find right here, it's the Cannonball Strike Solo. Now you want to try to make sure you do at least one run of this, that way so you get yourself a participation reward, and if you go a little bit hard on it, you might get silver or bronze with even more Ark Striker badges. Now you can use these Ark Striker badges for those weekly Star Gem trades. And as well, I also like to mention, if you have a character on multiple ships, you can go and do one run of this on each ship, and you can get an individual ranking reward per ship. And then you can use those trades for the Star Gems on the other ships, because it'll affect your entire count. And then save the records badges for your main account for whatever other important things you might want to get, like camos and stuff. Now you can find it right here inside of South Kavaris. It's right here at this Cannonball Strike. It's right here where you would start it. Okay, so the last part of this video here, we're going to go ahead and go over some of those static weekly trades. Now this is stuff you should always be trading in for every week, so we're just going to go ahead and remind you on them all here. And if some of you newcomers, you might actually find out some of the stuff you didn't know. So we're going to go ahead and go to the first shop on the left here in Central City. That's going to be at the item trader Travis. Now Travis has an item exchange here, and at the very bottom you want to make sure that you're trading for 3 augmentation success rate 10% right here. You use these for augmenting your gear and YOLOing capsules and stuff. These are very helpful. It takes 30 gold prim swords to trade in for all 3. And then from there you want to make sure that you hit the Arks Record badge exchange, and you want to trade in for your weekly Star Gems right here. And then as well, you also, I'm going to mention item exchange Stia. Now this one's really not that important anymore, but there is some arms refiners that you can get here and stuff. So just in case if you need some of this stuff here, this is a limited time trade per week too. And as well, another really important one is going to be the Aegis Integra Exchange. And towards the bottom of Aegis Integra Exchange, you can trade in all the different Neo's weapons if you've been getting those from like Urgent Quest or Solus and stuff. And as well, you can also trade in these Aegis Integras for all these different pieces right here that make Halpha, which is actually very expensive on the player market. And then also I'll mention Giga Strugman Exchange. If you've been killing the Gigantic enemies in the Alio region or the Redum region or running those purple triggers and stuff, you'll be getting a hold of those Giga Strugmans. You can trade in for all these different items here where you can customize your PAs and stuff. And as well, there's also like some Defi capsules in here, and towards the bottom there's like some camos and stuff. This all has limited time trades per week, so you want to make sure you hit some of this stuff. And as well, I'll go ahead and mention the Growthman Exchange as well. Now, the Growthman Exchange, if you've been running Lucille Exploration or doing some of the random little like different tasks in the game and stuff, you get a hold of these Growthmans. And you can also trade in for some of those PA customization discs inside of here too, and as well as some of these different kilo capsules and stuff, Arms Front 2. And also some of these Virtual weapons and Octo armors, just in case if you need some of those for like the fixes and stuff. And then lastly, I'll mention the Dread Scale Exchange. Now this one here has this TA customization disc Omni up here that you can get a hold of. You can only trade in for one of these a week too, so make sure you hit that. Okay, and then from there we're going to go ahead and go to the last shop on the right in Central City, and that's going to be at the Item Enhancement Shop. Now there's quite a bit of useful stuff here too. If you go towards the bottom, Exchange Enhancement Materials, and then Other Enhancement Materials, you can see right here you can trade in for some of these Gold Prim Sword 2 and Armor 2s a week. Now you can actually get 50 of these a week of each of these, and if you wanted to, you could actually turn them into the augment capsule here via the recycle portion, and you could actually just turn it into like 100 armor or 100 sword or what have you. You can actually just change these into each other now, which is really useful. Now you can also get a hold of Arms in Front 2 here, as well as Photon Chunks in case if you needed like potential 6-year gear and stuff like that. Okay, and then from there we're going to go ahead and go up the stairs here underneath the tower in Central City, and it's going to be the Alliance Activity Support NPC Tim. Now Tim has Alliance tasks, and if you're doing an Alliance task, now Tim has an Alliance badge shop here where you can trade it for Genesis points, Star Gems, and as well as some of these different triggers here and stuff too. Some of these sometimes hold value, so just keep that in mind. You might want to check the player shops and see if it might be worth to trade in for some of these. Okay, so now we're going to be going back to base PSO2, and that's going to be for the Casino Star Gem trade as well as the Buster Metal Exchange trade. You can get quite a bit of Star Gems in base PSO2. Now you do have to have base PSO2 downloaded in order to access it. It is very worthwhile to have though, and it is free, so I would definitely suggest having base PSO2 downloaded. Now the way that you would get there, if you go to any Ryuker in the game and you go to block transfer, you can go up to the very top and there's a transfer to PSO2 block option here. Now alternatively, if you're on the ship selection screen, once you select your ship and go through authenticating your ID, there's actually another way to get to base PSO2 via here. You're going to select your character here, and whenever you go to select your character, it actually gives you an option for PSO2 NGS or for PSO2 base. Now upon logging into base PSO2, it's going to put you here in the Arks ship lobby. Now if you turn around, you can see that there's an elevator right here, which will take you to the shopping plaza. Now from here, if you was to jump down, and then you turn directly around, you'll see the entrance of the casino right here. Now up the stairs to the left up here is actually a Buster Metal Exchange shop. Now Buster Metals, you can actually trade in for 100 Star Gems weekly via here. There's actually a limited time Buster Metal Exchange right here where you can trade in for 100 Star Gems. Now the way that you get a hold of Buster Metals is either running Buster Quest, which nobody does, you won't want to do that. But people do run Cradle of Darkness triggers, so that got updated back in August to drop Buster Metals, and you can actually get a lot of them in a short amount of time too. If you find people there and run PSE burst, you'll actually get a lot of Buster Metals. But we're going to go ahead and leave from here. We're going to go inside the casino. We're going to show you the trade that's inside of there. Now once you're inside of the casino, if you run over to the first shop on the left over here, there's a prize attendant Chip. Now Chip has a limited time exchange here where you can trade in for weekly Star Gems too. Now these weekly Star Gems, you can actually get these per ship too. So if you have a character on multiple ships, this is actually an individual trade per ship when it comes to the casino Star Gems. Now you have to have casino coins in order to trade in for these. So if it's your very first time in the casino, there's an NPC right here which will give you some pass for doing like various tasks around the casino, playing different games and stuff. Some of these games around here will actually give quite a bit of coins too. It can be pretty fun as well if you have friends that do it. Now once you have the casino coin passes, you have to take them to this Vol Dragon machine right here, and the Vol Dragon machine has an option to either spin for 1 time or 5 times, and he'll spit a random value of coins out at you if you have them. Now another way to get a hold of casino coin passes, and this is actually the way that I tend to do this, is you can actually get them from doing daily orders, and this is very fast and simple, so we'll show you that back in the main Ark ship lobby. So here we are back in the main Ark ship lobby. Now if you run over to the left, there's a daily order attendant here. This daily order attendant, she actually has these harvesting orders that you can get down here for fishing and like harvesting and like mining and stuff like that. There's also other orders inside of here where you can send out like a support partner to collect some items for you, or some of these are like pretty easy like kill orders and stuff. Some of them will take a lot of time and some of them are really simple. The ones I like to grab in particular is these right here, these ones for like harvesting spring onions, for example. You can see I have 13 of this item here. Now I'm going to turn in this order here. I'm just going to adjust the value to turn in 1 though, and I want to do that because I want to save the items for other characters that I have. You can see I turned that in, and once I back out, it's going to pop up that I've completed a daily order, giving me 5 casino coin passes, which is the minimum of 500 casino coins, if not more. Now you can actually do this per character per day too. And in turn, that's going to turn into a lot of weekly star gems via the casino, and it's really fast too. You can actually just do this in a matter of seconds per character if you have these items stocked up. Okay, so that's going to wrap it up for the video. Thanks a lot for watching. Stay safe and have a wonderful day, friends. I'll see you all in the next one.